Hello guys, welcome to the Football Parliament. So जो बड़ी खबर आ रही है from the transfer window is that Ousmane Dembele is set to leave FC Barcelona. Yes, this news has been reported by the ever reliable Fabrizio Romano, जिसने state किया है कि the player will be sold before January 31st because he is not willing to extend his contract which expires in the summer of 2022. Now, this has made the door for many big clubs open to sign the very talented young French forward. The two front runners or जो बड़े Premier League clubs that have been linked with Dembele are Manchester United and Chelsea. Chelsea की बात करें, so this news has been broken by journalist Shea Lugasi, जिसने कहा है कि Chelsea are one of the three clubs that have offered Dembele's agent a big signing bonus and tempting demands. Thomas Tuchel really wants Ousmane Dembele and remembers the beautiful things that the Frenchman did in Borussia Dortmund. एक और एक अपडेट आया है उसकी तरफ से कि चेल्सी का प्राइमरीली इंटरेस्ट इन डेम्बेले वाज इन द समर बट अ जनवरी मूव कैन नॉट बी रूल्ड आउट बट द रियल क्वेश्चन इज दैट डू चेल्सी रियली नीड डेम्बेले will Chelsea be benefited from the signing of Ousmane Dembele? In this video today I'm going to be giving my views. ठीक है, let's get started. Ever since Thomas Tuchel arrived at Chelsea, the main USP of the team has been a solid, composed defense, along with an attack जो कभी-कभी seems not ruthless enough. At times, in the bigger occasions, it seems composed. Looking at these attacking frailties, the board sanctioned 100 million to sign Romelu Lukaku. इस वीडियो में I'm gonna keep Lukaku completely separate because my focus would be on the wingers. My focus is going to be on the attackers who play alongside Lukaku. Yes, I don't really like to call my players out, but according to me, these players who have been at the club for a while now, Timo Werner, be it Kai Havertz, be it Hakim Ziyech, be it Callum Hudson-Odoi, or be it Christian Pulisic, have majorly underperformed. Now it's worth mentioning that all of these players have come to Chelsea for big fees. I think if we combine in sub-con transfer fee, what I infer is a fee in excess of 200 million pounds. And iske liye we've got 46 games, 7 goals from Timo Werner, 43 games, 6 goals from Kai Havertz, 64 games, 16 goals from Christian Pulisic, 35 games, 4 goals from Hakim Ziyech, and 71 games and only 4 goals from Callum Hudson-Odoi. और मेरे को जो वरी कर रहा है वो सिर्फ इनका गोल स्कोरिंग नहीं है. मेरे को जो the inability that the Chelsea attack has to break the opponent defenses down worries me a lot. In 18-19, Chelsea did sell Eden Hazard. And since then, I believe that Chelsea have lacked this directness, this cutting edge, this one player who has the ability to take the players on ever since in the absence of Eden Hazard. I think ये हमें brief moment में दिखा था from Christian Pulisic after the lockdown period in the 1920 season, but that was a very brief period. Largely, he's been inconsistent. He has had his injuries. Now, I know someone's going to tell me कि मैं injuries की बात कर रहा हूँ. I'm going to be talking about an injury-prone player himself, but I will reach to that point. Firstly, I spoke about directness. कोई भी Chelsea fan से पूछ लो कि who do you think are the best dribblers at the club right now when it comes to wingers, then probably the answer is going to be Callum Hudson-Odoi and Christian Pulisic. But let me tell you that in the past year, Hudson-Odoi or Pulisic ka combined dribbling numbers is 3.46 per 90. Yes, Hudson-Odoi or Pulisic combined have been completing 3.46 dribbles per 90, while Ousmane Dembele himself alone has been completing 3.07 dribbles per 90. तो बेसिकली हमारे जो दो बेस्ट ड्रिबलर्स जितना प्लेयर्स को टेक ऑन करते हैं उतना अकेला डेम्बेले करता है एंड that is something that I feel that Chelsea is really lacking. It's not just the dribbling, it's also the creativity. Dembele, in terms of creativity, which can be measured from XA, which is expected assists, is clear of any other Chelsea player. Only Mason Mount comes close to Dembele's expected assists of 0.30 per 90. Mason Mount is 0.27, which is still less than Dembele's, a little close, but I think the signing of Ousmane Dembele can definitely help in reducing the creativity dependence on Mason Mount. And बाकी सब players का XA देखेंगे, creativity numbers देखेंगे. I mentioned Werner, I mentioned Havertz. It's not even close to what is offered by Ousmane Dembele. पहले की बाकी एस्पेक्ट्स की बात किया जाए तो he is probably the most two-footed player in world football right now. He is equally efficient with his right, with his left, which can make him a threat on either wings. I think Dembele is a proper winger who will, he'll be hugging the touch line, who will provide Chelsea the width that sometimes we lack from our front three. Uh, Dembele is not a stranger to Thomas Tuchel. Tuchel has already, as I mentioned, coached Ousmane Dembele in the 16-17 season, in which Dembele scored 6 goals and made 11 assists. Yes, 6 goals and 11 assists. He's a dynamic wide player. He can, as I mentioned, can play on either wing, and I think he possesses the threat that our attackers deeply lack. One thing that Chelsea will have to keep in mind is that we'll have to keep Ousmane Dembele motivated and fit. Yes, I'm addressing the point now. His injury concerns, Chelsea already have many injury concerns, and will the addition of another injury-prone player be a wise option? I can't really comment on the injuries because see, this is going to be a bit of gamble, I think. Yes, I do accept it. Chelsea, if they need to get the best of Ousmane Dembele, will have to keep him fit. And this will be a bit of gamble, but I think this is a high risk, high reward situation because the player that we're talking right now is not just any ordinary winger. The player that we're talking right now was dubbed to be a future Ballon d'Or winner in days in Borussia Dortmund. Okay, Barcelona might have made some very disastrous, transfer calls in the past decade, but they aren't the Barcelona board aren't dumb that they'll splash so much amount of money on one wonder kid. There is potential in this player. There is a lot of potential in this player. In my opinion, has a much higher ceiling than any other Chelsea player. I think Joan Laporta has claimed that Dembele's ceiling is actually higher than Kylian Mbappe or something. I think it was someone from there only. This might or might not be true, but this gives us an idea of how much this player's potential is, and a coach like Thomas Tuchel can be the very ideal coach to unlock this player because he is a great man manager. He has a great record of working with young players. He has a great record of making the best out of young players, and this is a player that Tuchel is already impressed with. They have shared the same dressing room in the past at Borussia Dortmund. All in all, to sum up, I feel that Chelsea, I'll repeat it again, but I think it's a very big point, lack a lot of directness, lack a lot of creativity. A signing like Ousmane Dembele could help Romelu Lukaku as well because he needs the service, he needs support. There is a lack of crosses right now, you could say, to Lukaku. We saw it on yesterday's game. Crossing is a very strong part of Ousmane Dembele's game. So all in all, I feel this might be a slight of a gamble, but one which pays off, will offer Chelsea very high rewards. But make sure to let me know your thoughts on Usman Dembele. आपको क्या लगता है कि क्या Chelsea should go for Dembele? Should they prioritize other areas on the pitch like the right wing back, the left wing back options, or should they just trust the current group of attackers because we have got them in number? काफी attackers है, but they are slightly underperforming right now or majorly. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. And this was just a very short reaction video from me. Thank you if you're listening to the end. And for more top quality football content, keep listening to the Football Parliament. Thank you.